We're down here on the Clinton River, Rochester, Michigan. This river gets stocked with steelhead, and then they go out into the Great Lakes and come back a lot bigger. Right. This river probably 6 pound average, maybe. Other rivers, 8 pounds. But they get up to 20. But he's going to use a planer board and a crankbait plug, hot and top. It's got the hooks replaced. It's very important to replace the hooks. Don't even bother fishing stock hooks because you won't hook them. If they're not sticking to everything, they're not good for anything. But Eagle Claw Laser Sharp's the way to go. They're a little bit longer shank. Yep. He's running the board out into the current right now. You can see it out there or not. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yep. And what it does, it takes your plug out in that center of the river, or out to where you want to go. And if you look, there's a, right down, whoop, you can't see it, but there's like a rock that blocks the current. There's a run in there. Those fish lay right into that. If you look, there's fast current, slow current, and fast current. Fish lay right on that break there. It's kind of tricky how to run this hole. It's kind of hard to float it with spawn. There's a metal stake that sticks up out there, an old farm stake or something. I'd have pulled it out of the ground, but I kind of like the way this hole fishes. That gravel bar standing on, it's got a bunch of gold in it. If you were to pan that, you would find gold. There's a lot of gold in Michigan. Actually, Michigan has more gold than any other state, but it just hasn't, there's no hard pack. It hasn't had time to settle. This is all gravel. It hasn't only been here like 10,000 years. Glaciers pushed it down here. And he's running that board down right now. You just keep walking it down. I hope there's a fish laying there. Now the water might still be a little cold, but they are spawning. Fish Mitchell got the other day was all spawned out. There's that little slick spot right in there. Yep, about right in there. Yeah, it's kind of fast current for that big paddle on there. Yeah, you're right in the hole. You're right in that spot. You see that run right there? Yeah, you're right in the spot there. Now he gets a fish on it. It should take off downstream. The trick is to be steady with it, because what you want to do is you're pushing the fish back in the hole with a plug. They're not eating it because they want to eat it. They're eating it because they're chasing it out of their way. They bite it. It's an aggression bite. It's not a food bite. So you got to keep pushing them back, and eventually they'll get pissed off and hit it. Hopefully. If it doesn't happen in the next 5 feet, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you're right in the slot right now. See how that board's laying nice and flat in there? You're right in the spot. Can't really see it on the phone. Sometimes they're a little bit farther back. My oldest boy got his limit over the other day, which is 3. They're probably 6 to 8 pounds, something like that. Got lots of spawn. We've been eating a bunch of fresh salmon or steelhead patties. Oh, they're so good. You might well eat a cheese over them. Yeah, don't look like he's gonna get bit in this hole. We're gonna hit a few of them here. See, what happened is here is the water started going around the dam, so now the fish don't have the dam to hold them back. But it exposed all that gravel. That gravel's full of gold. You want to pan some gold, this is a good spot to do it. But it used to be all the river would come over the dam, but now it's going around. They just rebuilt the dam. I mean, they spent millions of dollars here rebuilding everything, the roads and parking lots and everything. But for some reason they didn't fix that. I think it probably has something to do with the DNR. Maybe the DNR wanted to open that up so the fish could spawn, the walleyes could run up farther and spawn. It seems to be helping the steelhead fishing because the steelhead fishing has been slow the past few years, but this year it's been really good. But I think it's going to do, it's going to open up more water to natural reproduction, because we do get natural reproduction here. I'm getting a nice beautiful hole right there. Look at how that hole eddies around. Yep. This is the hole I caught my very first steelhead out of when I was 16. Come down here, and they just stocked it with fingerlings. We're down here catching fingerlings, and I'd spawn out a bobber, and I let it come all the way down around. I let it come around here, and it must have fouled it out of the hole. It was like a 4-pounder. I couldn't believe it. My buddy was with me. He's like, "Oh, there ain't no way that's a steelhead." I'm like, "It sure is." And a guy hooked one. There used to be an island right there with a nice hole. A guy hooked one there. God, it was a monster, but he didn't know what he was doing. He just stood in the middle of the river, and eventually it broke him off. Got wrapped around a log, but he's gonna run this hole. This is a really good hole, but you know, the water's still kind of chilly, so they might be in a slower water. I don't know. But it's deep right along that edge. Fish lay right here. There's like an undercut bank. Generally, if you get bit, generally the board's like right there. Sometimes you'll get bit down here, but not. You used to get bit down here quite a bit years ago, but not anymore. A really good sucker hole. You guys want to, no reason anybody ever starves. I mean, you can literally fill up the bed of your truck with suckers. No limit on them. Canned sucker's pretty good. Fried sucker's really good too. I don't know why people don't eat more sucker than they do. Sucker's actually pretty good eating fish. Pause this. But man, they changed all this, put in that brand new wall. But yeah, if you want to bring your kids down and catch some suckers, this is the spot to do it right here. Fish, suckers, steelhead generally right here. There used to be another hole right here, but they said they took it out and they redid all that. I don't know.